Yeah. So, okay, guys, good morning. So, welcome to this Capstone project. Okay, so this is a similar case study, guys. This is a prep fun part 3. Now, so in that previous, you already see like a prep fun part 1 and part 3. Okay, related some concepts, So, this is the prep fun part 3. So, what type of concepts are covered in this prep fun part 3? I will explain here. Okay. So this is the similar case study, guys. I think you have some idea about of this similar case study, but one more time I will explain this case study. Okay. So Mr. Anthony, he is a, as a like a prosperous NRI, and a non-resident in Indian, guys. He's a non-resident in Indian. Basically, he wants to develop a website because he devoted that fashion industry, guys. So that's why he want to build a one website, nothing but like in one application. Okay. So in this website, you can sell and buy like a high apparels and accessories, nothing but like a clothes. Apparels is nothing but like a clothes, and accessories is nothing but like watches, belts, something like that. Lot of things will come. Okay. So this type of things they want to buy or sell that products. Okay, through this application. So he has collaborated on this application with that Mr. Bhaskar and Miss Cathy and Miss Dominic. So these are all just collaborate to discuss with this application and everything, guys. Okay. So the main motto on this application is to should be useful, like user friendly. Okay. User friendly that application and easy to navigate. Okay, so and it should have like an contemporary look, guys. Nothing but like a high level look. That whatever that application, it should like a high level look and easy to navigate that each and every pages and everything. Okay, and user friendly also. And one more thing, like in process payment also quickly because international transactions will happen, right? So that's why he is asking like in process payments also quickly. So this type of things they are discussing in this collaboration meeting. Okay. So I think you understood these things. And one more thing, guys. Upon looking on the papers, Mr. Anthony has understood that the Miss Cathy already has in a similar application as that sales discriminantly declining, but on that time. So Mr. Anthony has taken on the duty to improving that application. The timeline of the project is 18 months with 1 crore as a budget. So the current problems being faced on that Miss Cathy. So what are the current problems they are facing? Like a lack of knowledge of the fashion of the customers, okay, and lack of the customers reach. So this type of things they are facing some challenges. And looking on the current problems, Mr. Anthony has a team pulled on the board. So the team, whatever the team are required for that project, so he just pulled on that. Now you can see this. This is the team, guys. Mr. Anthony company Nova Crop on-site team. This is an on-site team company. So Mr. Philip, he is in a project head, and Mr. Walter White, he is a committee member, and some other committee members like Miss Ruby and Miss Serena. So these are all the remaining committee members. Okay. And this is an on-site company, guys. And Mr. Anthony outsourced the project to the company named is Adeno. Okay, Adeno. That team is Mr. John, delivery head, and Mr. Anna, project manager. Sorry, guys. And Mr. Chise is a he's a senior Java developer, and some other developers also they're like Miss Nora, Mr. Shushank, and Miss Vivina. So these are all the remaining developers. Okay, Java developers. Okay. And one of the network admin like Mr. Mike. Okay, he's a network admin, and Mr. John is a database admin, and Mr. Jason and Miss Neff is a testers. The both members are testers, and you are as a business analyst. Okay, you are the business analyst. So you just work on this application. Okay, so this is the team members, guys. So first of all, if any application we get, okay, first of all, we just see that whatever the team and everything, and first of all, we do that decode that case study. Whatever that we get a case study, we just decode that case study, guys. So now I see, now I want to do like a decode that case study. Okay. So the project ID. So what is the project idea of that project idea is to develop a website, a fashion with it focus on high-end apparels and accessories. So that is the project idea. So we want to sell like a products, nothing but like an apparels and accessories. Okay, so that is the project idea. And what are the current needs, like easy to navigate, so that is a one thing, and have a contemporary high look, nothing but like a high look, guys, of that application. And process payments are quickly easy to navigate and like user friendly. So this type of current needs we need. Okay. And overview of the project, it is a e-commerce based project, guys, e-commerce based project. And there is an existing application present, but the current project would be like to take the inputs. Okay, that already the current project is there, right? We just take that inputs from the current one and work on that new one. Okay, and the current problems what they're facing, like a decline at sales and non-user friendly and unable to handle the competition. So these are all the current problems they're facing. So we know the team and we just decode the project, right? So now we want to discuss the, in this case study, you already know that what are the questions you have like remaining. That remaining questions now I am discussing here, that, guys. So that question is functional requirement, the first of all. Okay. So whatever that based on the business requirements, we just differentiate like a functional and non-functional requirements. Okay, whatever the solution requirements we are taking, so we are differentiated functional non-functional requirements. Okay, functional requirements is nothing but like whatever that features of that project, like each features related to, we write that functional requirements. Now you can see, this is a functional requirement ID, requirement name and description. So this is the way you need to write that functional requirements, guys. So each requirement, definitely we give that requirement ID, that requirement name, that requirement description you need to write. So this is the way you need to write that each requirement. Because if you are not giving any requirement ID of that each requirement, uh, so when you're going to that real time, so lot of requirements will come, like 1,000 requirements will come, for example. So that time, which requirement you're working on, that means you're confused about that. So that's why we definitely require that unique number of that each requirement. Okay. So this is the requirement ID, requirement name and description. That's why we are giving here. Okay. So this is the process. So you can see that registration, user registration, that is a one of the feature. So that's why this is a functional requirements. Okay. So this is nothing but like functional requirements, guys. So you need to at least add the 20 functional requirements here for this first question. Okay. So then in this 20 first question only, that for non-functional requirements. Non-functional requirements, it represents like a qualities and attributes of the system, focusing on how it will perform of that each feature. Okay, it will perform, I'm telling. So like usability, performance, security, each and everything, it will undercover like a non-functional requirement, guys. Okay, you need to write that non-functional requirements also. Okay, but you need to write like a total 20 requirements. Okay, total 20 requirements you need to write. Okay, so this is the first question you need to write. Okay, so when we go into that next question, so this is a, please prepare that 5 wireframes page designs, guys. So you need to prepare the 5-page design. So you can use like a balsamic, guys. Okay, you can use the balsamic and you need to prepare the 5-page designs. Okay, so if you don't have any idea about this one, so in our COPD channel, it will be available how to prepare that balsamic page screens. Okay, that premium tool video available. You can please watch that video and please prepare this wireframes. I mean like pages. Okay. So this is the way you need to prepare the 5 wireframes, like exactly how it will be looks like that page. Okay, sample page screens you need to prepare, guys. Here, this is the way. Okay. So the next, so write 50 words on the tools. Okay. So you need to write whatever you understand. So we install like MS Visual Balsamic and Azure, right? So the three tools, whatever you understood, okay, write the 50 words, like whatever you understood that Visual, Balsamic and Azure. So whatever you understood, so you need to write the 50 words of the tools, guys. Okay. The three tools like Visual, Balsamic and Azure, guys. So this is the next question. Okay. So we'll go to that next question. That is a fourth, like RTM, requirement traceability matrix, guys. Requirement traceability matrix. So this is a one of the tracing requirement tracing matrix, guys. This is a, so whatever that functional requirements, how many requirements, total requirements, guys, we have, how many requirements we have, we just keep in this requirements here. We just tracking. Okay, we tracking each and every requirement. So for example, we are writing one requirement here, like requirement ID description, name description, and after that design phase. So design phase, how it will be, where it will be there, that particular requirement, how much it will be completed. So we just mention this RTM, each and everything. So this is very helpful to you guys, because so each and every requirement we are just tracking. And one more thing, we just update to that client also. How many requirements are completed, each and everything, we just updated to that client also. Then only he release the funds and everything, right? If that building projects, okay. And how many resources are required, each and everything, we are just update to that client. So this is a requirement tracing matrix. Okay. You can use that Excel sheet like that. Okay. This is the RTM. You need to prepare the RTM, guys. Okay. And one more thing here, you need to use like a complete, okay, or incomplete or in progress, you need to mention. Okay. So the next question is a prepare 10 test case documents, guys. Okay. So the test case documents, so here you can see that requirement ID, project ID, so this is the format, guys. So this is the one of the checklist type. So you need to prepare the test case documents. So here you can see the test case scenarios will prepare the business analyst only. Okay. And the test cases will prepare the testers only, guys. So this is the documents. Okay. You need to prepare the 10 test case documents. Okay. So each feature, how many test cases will come? So you need to write this one. Okay. And that here you can see the expected behavior, actual behavior. Okay. Comments, and if that result is pass or fail. Okay. So you need to write these documents. Okay. You need to write the 10 test case documents. Okay. This is the format. Okay. So please follow this format. Okay. You need to write the test cases. Nothing but like, for example, if you are taking one login page. So login page, based on the requirements, we prepare the test cases, guys. So client will ask you like, what user ID and password. He's required for that user ID only, mail ID he's asking. Okay. But my application only user ID means you should use a mail ID. So that is a one of the test case. Okay. And one more thing, the password, he's required like an 8 characters only he's asking. Okay. So that is a one of the test cases. Minimum how many characters and maximum how many characters. So each and everything we need to write in the test cases, guys. Take one feature and how many test cases will come, you need to write here. Okay. So this is the test case documents, and you need to prepare like a 10 test case documents, guys, here. Okay. So here you can see the draw database schema and entity relationship diagram. So first of all, database is nothing but like a, it's a storage, guys. Database is nothing but like a storage. So how much data through this application, how much data it will be stored. Okay. Through the in the database only it will be stored, guys. Whatever all the data, raw data, each and everything, it will be stored in the database. So storing purpose, we are using the database, guys. Okay. And entity relationship, nothing but like an each entity. For example, like just a second, I will open this stuff. Okay. I think, guys, now you can able to see the screen, right? This time, yeah. Yeah. So now you can see that screen, right? Yeah. So this is the database schema, guys. So how many tables? So in this database schema means like if that application, how many tables will come? Okay, how many tables will come? So each and every table I'm displaying here. Okay. So now you can see if that product if the product is a one of the entity, the product is a one of the entity. Okay. Under that we can see the some attributes. Okay. So each entity we are giving like in a relationship between that each entity, that we call it as an entity relationship. Okay. So you need to prepare like in a this database schema diagram, guys. Okay. And how it will be give that relationship between the tables. So for example, now you can see this is the product table and this is a product category. Okay. So here I can see in that product ID, each and every product we are giving the one ID, guys. Each and every product we are giving the one unique ID, that so that we call it as a primary key. Okay, each table have different unique IDs because each product we represent this table, right? So that's why we are giving mention like in a primary key for this table. Okay. And I am taking like another table also. This is a product categories. Okay, this is the products. Okay, and this is a category, like how much categories we have. So here also we are taking like a one ID. Okay, so here the product category ID. So how many products like in that one category, lot of products will be there. Okay, like different brands type. Okay. So now you can see that the product ID, this is also a primary key. So here it is showing like a primary key, but here when we'll go to that product table, it is an acting as a foreign key here because the each and every products means that category also we need to mention, right? So this is the category ID and the product name. So these are all the columns, guys, of the table. Okay, this is the columns, the product name, the description, something like we are need to mention that product related, right? In the columns, same like that here in this table. This is also category ID, name, category name, description, something we are mentioned here. So here it is in a primary key, but in that another table, it is an acting as in a foreign key that we called as in a relationship, like one table to another table, we are giving some relationship, okay, by using the foreign key that we call it as an entity relationship between the tables. Okay. So you need to mention all the tables, and all the tables we are giving like in a relationships like this. We call it as in a database schema, guys. Okay. And one more thing, guys, you need to go through like an one SQL session also. Okay, just watch that one SQL session in that YouTube channel, it will be there. So you got some overview about of that one. Just I'm giving like an over idea about of that. Okay, because if you are going to that SQL session, so what is in a primary key, foreign key, so how it will be. So you got like a good idea about of this thing. Okay. So that time you got a good idea about of the database schema and everything, guys. Okay, please go through that once. Okay. So you need to prepare the database schema diagram like this, guys, for this question. Okay. So I'm going to that next question. So this is the data flow diagram. Okay, guys, and one more thing, database schema diagram. So here you need to prepare in that MS Visua, guys. MS Visua tool, you can prepare this diagram. Okay. And this diagram also, data flow diagram also, you can use that MS Visua. Okay. So data flow diagram means how it will be flow. If you are giving to like any data through that application. Okay. So here you can see, I will zoom this diagram. So I will explain this one. Now you can see that user. So that user, if I'm if I'm searching some item through that application, so it will open that application. I'm just searching here. Okay. And it will go to like in a some that what is that database, because it will be stored all the information in the database, right? So in the database item list, the table name. So whatever that item list table, okay, in that item list table, it will go to that item list table, it will be there or not. So if in case it will be there, that item, whatever I'm searching that item, again it will back to that and it will display it. So as a user, so what I'm giving the data, how it will be flow, so you need to write that data flow diagram. So as a user, I just register that application. So it will be go to that user, whatever the table it will be go. So it will be stored and it is showing like you successfully registered that application. If in case already that application, it will be our registration number, it will be there. So it will showing like you are already registered. It will check to the database. So related the table, it will be checked because it the table, so tables format only it will be shared saved, right? So that's why it just they will be checked on the tables. So if any data will be giving as a user, I'm giving to that application, it will be back to the database, it will be checking one by one and back to give that information. So this is the way you need to prepare this data flow diagram, guys. Okay, so you need to prepare the data flow diagram here. Okay, so the next thing is, so how should you be a handle the change request? So first of all, um, what is a change request? If already that request will be there, if any changes will be there on that request, like already the requirement will be there. If any changes will be there, that we call it as a change request, guys. So for example, I will give you one example, guys, here. Okay, that real-time examples I'm giving you here to you. So not only client side, we are not getting any change request. Okay, so many ways to we get that change request, guys. Okay, so for example, we have no, like in the pandemic situation, whatever that notes are banned, right? Like um 1,000 notes and something notes are banned, and after that they're releasing like a 2,000 notes. Am I right? So that time, so when we are going to that ATM machines and everything, we know. So we draw some amount or like that we are doing, right? So that time, that 500 notes only available, maybe 1,000 notes are available on that time, but we don't, I mean, like we are not getting any like 2,000 notes because that related requirement is not available on the ATM, because they are writing only that 500 notes and 1,000 notes only. So now they release the government side, we got a one change request. So that time we are updated that change request to now we are allowing to the 2,000 notes also. So that is a one of the change requests. Okay. So just example purpose I'm telling you here, because you are easily understood that, right? So that's why. Okay, so that is a one of the change request, guys. So once we got a one change request, then how to will handle that change request? Okay, first of all, we just understand that request. Okay, whatever we got that request, we just understand that request, how much it will be impacted. So whatever we got the change request, we just need to prepare that particular request, we just a document. Okay, we are not approve that one, just we prepare one document type like that one, and how it will be impact, we just conduct like a do that impact analysis, how much it will be affected to our application, each and everything we just analyze the project scope. So if you are accepting that change request, automatically the project will be scope creep. So each and everything, okay, it will be impact that scope or a schedule of the time or budget sources like that, and if any risks will get. Okay, and one more thing, if any gaps will come. Otherwise, if you are accept that change request, if you maybe like some gaps are filled on that application, each and everything we are analyzing. Okay, so once it is okay, based on that urgency also. Okay, we just analyzing that change request. So then okay, it will be fine, means on that impact analysis we just prioritize the change request based on the urgency and importance of the project, guys. Okay, based on the urgency and important, we just prioritize the requirement, whatever the change request. Okay, then seek approvals from the project sponsor of the project like a change request, and we send like a change control board will be there. Okay, we just send to that one, we're taking that approvals. Okay, and after that communicate the change request, and it will be potential impacts to relevant stakeholders including the project team. So we do like an impact analysis, and once it is on okay, then we just prioritize that requirement, like a change request. We just prioritize that based on that urgency and importance of that project. Okay, and after that we just send to that change control board and take it approvals from that project sponsor. Okay, we just communicate to the change request, and they maybe in the real time they will come, they will communicate and collaborate some meetings also. Okay, regarding this change request. So then only we are approve the change request and we send to the development team based on that urgency. Okay, this is the process, guys. This is the way to handle the change request. And the next thing is this is nothing but like an enhancement, guys. Okay, this question is an enhancement. So first of all, we have some differences between the change request and enhancement. Okay, in that earlier I am explaining the change request. Now I'm explaining that enhancement. So for example, enhancement means like we know we regularly we are using mobiles, right? So for example, like we know like iPhone. Maybe the new version also will come, I think. I14 is there, right? So I14 we have some features and everything. So after that, they're enhancing the new product. Okay, they're enhancing the new features and everything of that product, and they're releasing the new product like I15. So they're enhancing their product. Okay, so that existing application will be there. Okay, after that, they're enhancing the product. Now you can see that WhatsApp, like a lot of changes will come in that WhatsApp. Okay, they're enhancing the product. In that earlier, already that application will be there, right? So after that, whatever that client they want to improve our application and everything, so they're enhancing the product and they're releasing that product, right? In that WhatsApp, we are lot of changes will come, right? So that is an enhancement. Okay, that is nothing but like an enhancement. Already that existing application is there. So now they want to some changes on it, or they're adding like a new features and everything. So that is nothing but like an enhancement. Okay, that is an enhancement. So you need to write their enhancement, guys, here. Okay, currently the team working on it, selling clothes and accessories through this application. So the designers can add that new designing in this application. However, the currently the client has asked to new the features like that occasion, new adding that new features like that occasion. So holidays give that ways as a BA. When you come across that request, it should be okay. So you need to is the change request or enhancement? Okay, now I'm explaining this one, right? So you need to first of all read this one. This is an enhancement on change request. So why is the change request? You need to mention here, guys. Okay, you need to write like a difference between the change request and enhancement. Okay. So the next thing is man hours, guys. So now you can see that if any project, how many man hours are required for that project. So if the based on the three types of ways, guys, the small, medium, and large projects. So you just need to analyze. So how many man hours are required for that project? For example, if the small project, okay, if the small project means how many the timeline, based on the timeline. Okay, and based on the project, if the small project or medium or large project, we just divide it into three ways. So if the small project means 500 man hours, I mentioned like an up to 500 hours. Okay, 500 hours is mentioned, like is mandatory for that small projects. If the medium projects means like 1,000 hours, okay, man hours are mentioned. And that large project means if that 1,500 man hours are required. Okay, for example, here we just analyzing as per the case study, duration of the project is 18 months and the current team size is a 15. Okay, so that 15 members, how it will be like hours per day. Okay, so we just analyze, and okay, we just need to mention here. Okay, it's a 15 members are there. Okay, and how much person per day? 8 hours. Okay, not only 8 hours, like maybe some companies like 7 hours or 9 hours, like that. Based on that thing, you need to mention this is a small project or medium project. Okay, how many days it will be completed. Okay, so you need to mention here, guys. So the next one is a UAT process, guys. So here you need to write that UAT process, user acceptance testing. So once all the testing, development and testing is completed, we are conducted the UAT testing. And one more thing, guys, here the client side QA team only, quality assurance team. So they're conduct like an UAT testing. They're conducting the UAT testing, okay. And first of all, they're doing like a planning. Some suppose if the client said there is no QA team is not available, so our software company only, they're acting as a some QA team, they're acting as an end users and they're doing a UAT testing, guys, for the project. Okay. So the planning. For first of all, they're doing like a planning in the first step. Okay. So whatever that here you can see the prints of the made to implement the UAT testing, each and every feature needs to test and a minimum standards of the acceptance testing. So we just planning each and everything, how many it will be days completed. Okay, each and everything. Okay, all the resources are there, each and everything we need to planning here, guys, in the first step. And after that designing, so already we have some test cases will be there because the testers already manual testing they are conducting, right? So that time we are preparing the test case documents, right? So each and every test case documents is a actually that requirements is based on the requirements only we need to prepare the test cases, right? So we just checking that a test case designs is matching to our that one, or they're preparing new things. Okay, each and everything we just a designing phase we can do. Okay, and after that UAT testers they're doing the testings. Okay, and after that one more thing, guys, here while they're checking in this particular while they're doing like a testing in this application, maybe some bugs they're finding. Okay, they're finding some bugs on that to the testing. So whatever that bugs they're founded, so they're mentioned some their templates have been there. Okay, that are testers only. So they're mentioned on that thing and they send to that development team, guys. Okay, so they send to that development team, and whatever that bugs are raised, okay, that development team will fix that one. Okay, they're doing like a troubleshooting and everything, so they just fix that bugs. Okay, so whatever that big bugs are founded in that UAT testing, the development team just work on that and make it like software error free. Okay, so once it all the bugs are cleared and each and everything, so after that they do the sign offs. Who is a responsible taking it for that UAT? That person. Okay, just to doing that all the after all removing all the bugs, then so this is the completer. So that whatever that indicates that acceptance of the completers of that bugs, so whatever that who are working on that QAT, like in the UAT process, each and every person, first of all, just they're making like a some like that sign of forms. Okay, so they're doing like a sign signature each and everything, whatever they mention on that, and after that they will say update to that client also. Be also involved here, guys, because regularly we update it to that client and everything. Okay, how it will be happen. Okay, because he is a one of the responsible person, right? He is also just checking how it will become each and everything. Okay, because he is not involved directly, but he is how much it will completed each and everything. Regularly he is progressing each and everything through that their client to updated that person. Okay, so how much it will be completed each and everything we just send to that client. Okay, and once it is all error free, each and everything is okay from, then they do like a deployment of the project that's sent to that production team. A production team, they just deploy that product. Okay, so this is the UAT process, guys. So the next question is what is the project closure document? So this is the last question. So from the starting to that end of the project, guys, okay, from the starting to that end of the project, how many from the end how many persons are involved each and everything. Okay, from if any documents, okay, if any documents related each and everything we need to mention in this project closure document, guys. Like now you can see points are included in this documents are project overview. Okay, achievements and lessons are learned, and quality assurance. Okay, resources utilized, and risk management and challenges, each and everything we need to mention in this document. Now you can see the document. So this is the like one of the format I'm telling. Now you can see each and everything you need to mention here. And now you can see that reference links also, whatever the documents we also you need to mention here. Okay. And that sign offs documents and the budget, you can see each and everything we are mentioned in this project closure document, guys. And one more thing, if you are going to the real time, a lot of things will become. So this is a one of the sample template. Okay. So if you are include the more things which will become. Okay. So this is the project closure document, guys, from the starting to the ending. How many documents will come, what type of documents are, and what type of communicational channels you are using. Okay. How many stakeholders are involved. So that related documents, each and every document also we need to mention. And if any reference links also, okay, project related also we need to mention here, guys. Okay, in this project closure document. So this is the project closure documents once the project is completed. So guys, this is the total waterfall related project. All the we are divided into the three parts, right? So now this day it will be completed, that waterfall project. Okay. So once the project closure is completed, that project will be completed. So this waterfall related project is completed. Okay. So just a second, guys.